Hello guys, in today's video we are going to see what is email validation in JavaScript and how to implement email validation using JavaScript. First of all, what is validation? Here validation means checking the user is entering correct information or not. That means it checks that user is giving correct information or not based on the data that is present in the database. Now let us see an example. Here there is a login form. Here I am entering some email ID. Suppose email ID name is xyz at the rate of gmail.com, and here I am entering password and click on login. It shows login successful. And now let us see what happens if I given wrong email ID and wrong password. I am giving the email ID abc at the rate of gmail.com. Here I am giving password and click on login. It will show wrong password. How this works means based on the data that is present in the database. The data stored in the database the data will compare the user entered data with the database data, and both the data are matched. Then it pins login is successful. Otherwise it pins wrong password and wrong email. Now how to implement the validation in JavaScript is going to see in program. First of all, this is the basic HTML program for validation. Here first I am running the program and then I am explaining. I am getting the window for better convenience. Here now you can see here I am taken the body. After in body I am taken form element. Then I am taken h1 tag. In h1 tag I taken here login to your account. You can see the login to your account appeared in bold letter. That is why, because it is in h1 tag. And then I take input type equal to email. Here you can see input type equal to email. That's why an input field for email is created here. Then I taken the next input field, input type equal to password. You can see here for password there is an input field here created below the email input field. Then I taken the input type equal to button. Here the button is created and I given the value equal to login. What is the use of value means the content whatever we give in value is coming upon the buttons. That means here I am given the content login. Login will be appeared on the button. This is the use of value attribute. And then I linked the external JavaScript file to HTML file with using script tag. Now let us clearly discuss about this. I have linked the external JavaScript file with the HTML file by using script tag. The JavaScript file name is email checking.js. Here one note point is there. Whenever we save the external JavaScript file, we have to save the file with .js extension. Here JS means JavaScript. Here in JavaScript, I taken the const keyword. What is the unit of const keyword? If we take const keyword, its value is constant. That means it never changes its value. Then I am taken the login function in const keyword. After the const keyword, I taken login function. Then I use array base. Then I open the base. Then I declare the variables What is the variable name here? Here let's see the other keyword. Why we use let means when the variable value is changeable, then we use let value. That means changeable. It can ever be changed in anything based on either dependency. Here I am taken either variable in for either variable I am taken document.get element by id. Here what is document.get element by id means whenever we want to get the particular output from the particular html element, then we use document.get element dom methods. What is dom means? Document object model. If we want to take particular elements from inputs from the elements of the HTML file, then we use DOM model. It's take inputs from the HTML file and use in the case. And then here I am taking element based ID based. That means here I given the ID name in the parentheses. Here user ID name belongs to weak element, that is user ID name belongs to the first element, that is input type equal to email. From this field the inputs is coming to the get file. That means here whatever the user is entering the input is coming to the here for checking if it is valid or not. It is valid, then it means login successful. Otherwise, wrong password or incorrect email. Then I paste the dot operator. Then after I paste the value, semicolon here. Why I taken value means whatever the characters or information entered by the user in the text field provided in the web page, that characters and values are come to this. We want to calculate based on the values. That's why I am taking value here. For the password also same. For the password, what is the ID of password here? Here for ID for password input field, the ID is PSW. Here you can see the ID PSW is based. That means the password entered by the user in the text field is come to the JavaScript by checking the functionality and conditions through this document.get element by id method. Then here I created the database variable. Here in database variable I declared some normal email ID formats, emails and passwords. Here you can see in database variable I open the base. After opening the base, I create a email. After creating an email, I put colon symbol. Then I paste the password for an email. You can see here 1234 is the password to the@gmail.com email ID. That means the password is belong to this for email ID. Here there is a note point. The emails are passwords are declared inside the database in string format. Otherwise it doesn't work. You can see here it shows it is a string type. Why? Because we declare inside double quotations. Like that I taken 3 more emails and passwords. Here you can take any email and take any number of passwords. After declaring the emails and passwords, then code the base, then put the semicolon. For loop, I taken the condition let mail in database. What is the meaning of this means? Here let is the keyword. Mail is available. Here database is also available. Mail in database. What is the meaning of this means? The emails which are present in the database is going to check in the for loop. Then in for loop I taken if condition. Here what is first if condition? User equal to mail. what is the meaning of user equal to main means if the email entered by the user in the web page and the email present in the database if both are the same, then it comes to check the password. There is second if condition. That means here if emails are going to the same, then it comes to check the password. That is the password entered by the user in the input field provided in the web page and the passwords taken in the database variable. If both are the same, then it comes to this statement. Here what is the statement? Document dot get element by ID. What is the use of document dot get element by ID? If we want to take the input or if we want to give the particular output, the particular element in the HTML file, then we use DOM method. What is DOM method means? Document dot write, document dot get element by ID, and so many DOM methods are there. I discussed in the earlier video. If you want, I given the link in description. Go and check the full video. Then I taken the ID name, sign in. Here the sign in ID belongs to weak element. Here one there is a node point. Here we have to take the ID name. Why? Because here we take get element by ID attribute. If we take the other names instead of ID names, it doesn't work. Here the sign in ID belongs to weak element. Here in HTML file, the sign in ID belongs to the body element. Here I paste the sign in element. That means it pins the output in the body. That is HTML file. Then I paste here dot operator. After dot operator in the HTML, I paste the content. This is going to pin on the HTML web page. What is the content means? That means when we use inner HTML method, here the sign in ID belongs to weak element. Here the body element, the sign in ID belongs to the in body element. We don't declare any message to print. Instead of declaring in body, we declaring it in JS file. From here, the message is going to print. That means now it is act as a output. That is giving output to the particular HTML element. Here I paste the h1 tag. That means the message will be appeared in big letters. What is the message means? Login successful. If user ID and password entered by the user is matched with the database email IDs or passwords, then it pins login successful message, or otherwise it comes to else back. In else back, here also I declare get element by ID. Here I given the other ID name. The other ID belongs to weak element in the HTML. The other ID belongs to P element. Here you can see here from P element. For the P element, the output is defined from the here JavaScript file. What is the output? Wrong password. The wrong password is going to link the paragraph element in the HTML file. It after executing the statement, it returns to for true statement. That's why here written it. Hope you understand my explanation. If you understand my explanation, then give a like, share with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.